Hello guys, welcome to What's She Doing Ministries. I am so Ronica and I am so ready to remind you to sow into your future. If you're interested, stay tuned. Here on today's episode of Sow Into Your Future, we are working on part 2 of the striped dress. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take her down. I've done some work off camera. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've been busy. All right, so let's just see what we got. Can y'all see the bottom of this? Oh, Jesus, it's dragging the floor. Oh, Lord. That's all right. Don't worry, don't panic, don't freak. We can figure it out. Yeah, then I'll do it. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so let me just show y'all. This is what I'm going to do is I'm going to redo the neckline, okay? And I'm going to close up these armholes, make them smaller, and then that way it will make the dress go up a little bit. But I added a fringe to the bottom, y'all, like I said I was going to do. So I'm going to show you guys the fringe up close and personal. So I don't know if y'all remember that last little part where I was adding the different colors, you know, just to give it more something else to look at. More personality to the dress. But now this is, you're like, what are we going to do with these arms? Let me show y'all. Do y'all see how wide this? Now I should try it on. I'm going to try it on. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so nothing fancy. I'm just going to slide it on over just to see where it's hitting. But before I do that, let's go to the content container, shall we?
What's the content? What is the content container? What's in the container?
All right. Genesis 4:8-13. Am I my brother's keeper? Okay, and Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood, from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Jesus is the Word made flesh and dwelt among us. But let's go ahead and close these. Let's try her on. That's what I said I was going to do. It's going to be a real quick video. I find it interesting that he would ask that question, am I my brother's keeper? You know. Okay, so wait a minute now. Wait a minute. This may be one of those dresses that I have to take off that I can't put on over clothes. Yeah, this one of them. This one of them dresses. Hold on one second. It's actually long enough. Surprise. It's actually long enough. So you got to take into consideration that it's going over lumps and bumps, curves and swerves. Let me just cut some of this off. Cut off the, what is it called? Scraggly pieces, the scrags. All right. I like what I see. I love it. I don't think I have a dress made like this one. Let me check it out. But no, what do I think? I think we're done with this. I don't see any further potential with it. I feel like this is something I can sleep in. The stripes are doing what stripes do. Back to the word. All right, so I have cut off all the scrags. And we just gonna put some sleeves on here because I'm not giving up on this. I'm not doing it. I already pretty much had the fabric ready to go. So Cain asking, am I my brother's keeper? So technically, when the Bible tells us to let every man seek after the wealth of others and the well-being of others, that's letting us know that we actually are our brothers and sisters' keeper. We're supposed to be. We're supposed to bear the infirmities. Ye which are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak. That's how the word puts it. If ye which are spiritual, if you see a brother taken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such a one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. So, some people, they like to go in their house and close their door and say, me and my four and no more, you know. But in all actuality, Jesus is expecting us to be like the Good Samaritans. And when everybody else is passing by and crossing the street, we're supposed to stop and inquire, what can we do to help this person? So, not to put my business out there, but the other day, someone gave me something and I wasn't going to partake of it myself, but I knew I would run across somebody that would. So I went ahead and took it for that purpose, to give to somebody else, to be a blessing. You know, you got to be a conduit of God's love. He has to be able to operate through you to get it to somebody else. If it stops at you, you blocking the blessing. Jesus said, if you've done it unto the least of them, you've done it unto him. So you have to be a conduit. Somebody's like, what is a conduit? You know how I'm not an electrician, as y'all know, not even close, right? I just know how to turn off the lights and turn them back on with the switch. But I know that light has to have something to pass through. Electricity has to have something to pass through in order for there to be light. Something about circuits and currents and gadgets and gadgets, honey. You know what I'm talking about. Conduit. Something that can hold something while it's on its way somewhere else. Can God trust you to be a good steward over a blessing for somebody else? Anyway, I'm still working on cleaning my closet out, being a blessing to somebody in that way. Somebody's like, don't nobody want your clothes, girl. Them clothes you done made. Don't nobody want that. Look here, Shaquilla. Okay, so y'all see where, I don't know if y'all saw that, if y'all was paying attention. But now I'm going to cut it down here. This is the sleeve. What are we doing? We're doing the sleeves. We don't want our armholes out. Our armpits just out and about in the streets. Okay. All right, that looks like it's doing too much. We're going to go ahead and do it like this. We're going to what? Slice it and dice it. There we go. You see that? Now it has more of a professional flair to it. So now I'm going to grab this one. Another like the other, honey. I guess I should make sure it's on a certain side. Look like it's pretty good to me. All right. Two lips perched for kissing. But yeah, so we are our brothers and sisters keeper. Now the thing is, because somebody's going to be knocking on my door talking about, well, I seen the video where you said you wanted to let the blessing pass from you to somebody else. They're going to be asking for $5 and I'm going to have to let the dogs out. I'm sorry. I'm just playing. But no, seriously, God's got a way of getting things to you without you having to ask somebody. I'm sorry. Let me pull it together. Let me see. Let me see what I'm doing. What am I talking about? Okay, because people will, like my bishop used to say, like my bishop probably still says, I don't know. He said people will use you like a dirty dish rag. People would, no, I think I said that. Okay, I forget who said the dirty dish rag, but I know he said people will use you and not have a use for you. That's what Bishop D used to say. So, yeah, you know, the Bible does say, bless those that despitefully use you. I'm still working on that part of Christianity where you know what I'm saying, you just keep lending and keep loaning, keep blessing and keep, you know what I'm saying? I'm working on it. I'm transparent. What are you working on? Anyway, let me keep moving. Let me keep moving. But no, so because I am a blessing. I don't care what nobody say. I'm a blessing, but it's not going to be the people that know me that can say that. It'll be the people who barely know me, who don't know me, the stranger, like the word of God says. If you're going to call somebody to a feast, don't call the people who got it. He said, go and call the lame and the maimed, the crippled, the blind, and the crazy. You know what I'm saying? Call those that are in the highways and byways. Call those that can't pay you back. I do a lot for people that can't pay me back, that don't know my name. There it is. I tend to. Now, if I'm wrong as two left shoes, y'all let me know. Leave it in the comments. But yeah, a lot of times I rather be a blessing to somebody that I don't know. And yeah, because the people I do know, I know your business. I know you're frivolous with money to begin with. I know you like to spend money on stuff that, so no, absolutely not. I'm sorry. Okay, we're going to cut this video short because I don't know if this is what, but y'all see the sleeves. Y'all see the sleeves? I'm going to show y'all the sleeves. Somebody said that's probably why you're not blessed, because you stingy. Is that what you said? I am blessed. Anyway, so this is going to be the sleeves, and I'm going to take it in a little bit. No, I'm not going to take it in a little bit. We're going to leave it just like this, and we're going to put a slip on with it. I want to give definition to the neckline too. Is that okay? Is that doing too much? Oh, I need to cut them sleeves just like I did the other ones. Elephant ear sleeves. That's my go-to. Get you where you need to be when you need to be. I am a giver. I am generous. I like to help. But it's going to be real hard to help you if I know that you only buy name brand clothes. It's going to be real hard to help you if I know that you only shop at Target. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Somebody's like, it shouldn't matter where they shop at. It shouldn't matter. Well, it does. Oh, it does. Because that means that you need to learn, you need to go through the struggle. You need to go through the storm to know that everything that's at Target is at Walmart. Mostly. I want to see this before, because you don't know it till you sew it. Oh, this is going to be cute. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I apologize if that belching is a little bit too much for you. But I'm human. All right, so yeah, this is cute. I'm liking these sleeves. The sleeves just did it for me. I wish I could add a belt to it, but maybe I'm going to add a black belt. One of my own personal belts. As I look around, not knowing where they at. Because do it look like I wear belts? But yeah, we're going to put these sleeves on here. In spite of everything I've been through, I still gotta say thank you. Smokey Norfolk. All right, so we're going to take a pin out, put a pin up, This is the part of the video where you want to turn down your volume so that you don't wake up who? Pookie and Ray right now. Let's do it. You want to inch your way around like a little inchworm. Because you don't know it till you sew it. We are growing with each garment. Did y'all see that? Y'all see how fast I whipped them elephant ears sleeves on there? That takes precision. That's what it takes. Determination. Sacrifice. But yeah, Cain had the nerve to say, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, you are. Somebody said, you're not doing the text no justice. Well, look here, let me tell you something. I never said I was, maybe I did say I was an evangelist. I don't know what I said, but I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about a man who can save anybody. That's all I'm doing. After he took his brother out, he had the mitigated gall to ask, am I my brother's keeper? Yeah, you know where he is. You know where he is. You the one who took him out. But yeah, we are called to look out for one another. And by look out for one another, remind each other who we are in Christ Jesus. Remind each other where our help comes from. Remind each other that these light afflictions, they're going to last but for a moment. You know what I'm saying? Remind each other that God, if God be for me, who can be against me? Sometimes we forget because the enemy likes to make us feel like we are, you know what I'm saying? He likes to separate. He likes to sift us as wheat, which is a separation, which is a devouring, you know. But when he said one can chase 1,000 and two can put 10,000 to flight. So when we come together, there's strength in numbers. There's strength in numbers because we can overcome Satan by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. But if ain't nobody there to hear you testify. But then again, David did encourage himself in the Lord. All right, so we got one on. Ooh, and that is purty. Do y'all see that? I'm just belching. I'm sorry, y'all. Some people's like, where is her manners? Oh, my goodness. Be a lady. Be ladylike. Child, grew up on 55th. Ain't nobody. Okay, y'all right. I should and I shall. But yeah, we're going to do the same thing to the other arm, and then we're going to try around, and we're going to be done with this. Ain't going to be no 6-7 videos on this dress because this dress is already doing what this dress needs to do. It is complying with the rules and the regulations of sewing into our future. Take it on down and around. Take it on down and around. Something going on. Wait a minute. It was getting a little tighter on that surgeon. But that's an easy fix. We know how to deal with that. Don't worry, don't panic, don't freak. All right, so the pins are on the wrong side. That's all right. This too shall pass. Okay, now they're on the right side. How did I do that? I want to thank those who have hung in there with me for as long as y'all have. Y'all are the real MVPs, for real. Whether you watch or not, you know, you haven't just totally just threw your hands up. And if you haven't, you just came back to check on me, that's fine too. I appreciate you. All is welcome. All is welcome. Sometimes I throw my hands up with myself too. And then God has to remind me. If you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. All right, we're going to try our own. Yep, it's on the right side. I sewed it on the correct side. This looks like this is a size 22, but I'm not going to say nothing because we're just going to put her on. I had to figure that out. I like it. Somebody's like, you what? I like it. I think it's all that in a bag of chips, actually. But y'all know I got to do the whole thing, honey. Okay, so this is the look. Okay. Somebody's like, put your wig on. Put your wig on. I'm not putting my wig on for this dress. This is a cotton dress. This is a cotton fabric of our life dress. But I like it. I think it's cute. I see the potential. I see where it's going. Somebody's like, you finished with it? What you mean where it's going? You need to take that overcritical spirit to the Lord in prayer and ask him to deliver you. Because I see the potential. All right, you guys. I've been up since 8. Went around the track. Went to work. And now it is time for me to get in my word. For real, for real. For real, for real. Okay? Somebody's like, what kind of shoes are those? INC International Concepts. 3-inch heels. When you know better, you do better. But yeah, I like this. I wish I had my belts up here. I promise y'all I wish I had my belts up here. I would have one of my big, I was going to say big black, but I don't like saying big black. You just don't. Hold on, y'all. Maybe I should just make a belt. Somebody's like, nah, we seen how that looked. Remember when I made that belt with that robe? I made my own homemade robe. Y'all remember. Then again. But yeah, so just know that in the last days, peerless times shall come. This is not cute with this. I mean, where am I wearing that to? Nowhere. I don't know what this, what? I can't put nothing in there. Got this from the thrift store. I thought it was cute, so I got it. It's like a fancy fanny pack. What they call this? A little side purse. I don't know what it is. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all.